the stage for this beautiful Saturday afternoon as we welcome you now to day 2 here at X Games Aspen. We've got our superstars, pristine conditions, and fans on site. Let's kick it off. Slopestyle gold medal. But look at this lineup, Craig.
Pick a name, and you have a shot at gold medal winning run right there. Anyone? A lot to like in this course too, Brando. I want to talk about the rails.
Success, as I said before, on the slopestyle stage as well.
Extremely unfortunate to not have Max in the field last year due to COVID. Positive test kept him out of the event. And that was a backside 450. 270 out on the third and final rail. Backside 1260 setting up for the second of 3 jumps. Cap 16. Yep! About a hand drag. I still love this though. They're spread apart a little bit so you can have a bubble on jump 2 and still make jump 3 with the front side 1620. Base did not stay dead.
We turn our attention now to Darcy Sharp, who won.
Absolutely. He's going to take a very unique line, do very tough tricks like that one right there. They use this rail section to really pump up his overall impression. Its best run counts here today,
right.
Jam format. So we're going to see how many runs we get in, but it's your best run that counts. Darcy Sharp going down on run 1, but I want to take this time just to say Darcy has worked so hard. You want to look what you want to see. Really interesting.
So here's Sandbech, mainstay in this contest. It's hard to believe though, Craig. In all of his X Games appearances, this being his 17th, he's got 7 medals. He's got 2 silvers and 2 bronzes. He's never won on the Jeep Slopestyle course.
He's coming off a lot of momentum in laps. Last weekend, got a silver medal in that slopestyle event. So he's riding strong. Coming to this first of 3 jumps, left foot forward, unnatural way of riding, switch takeoff. Fakie to forward, cap 12. Frontside 1440 flat, count it. Setting up backside, probably one of his quickest rotations. Back 16, 20, 4.5 full times round. Ståle Sandbech with our first. Ooh, wow. Not only hard way backside 270.
Marcus Cleveland, a 2-time slopestyle gold medalist, and perhaps the most talented man when you think about just technicality and natural talent on a snowboard.
Quick feet. We saw him in the knuckle huck get a gold, and I love that off the toes, double frontside rodeo, double cork, if you will, little tuck knee. Holy smokes, Cleveland's on one. Third and final jump, switch stance. Is he going cap 16? No, he goes cap 18. Oh, what? Slide into first base like Pete Rose unintentionally.
And then a gold in big air. No one's ever done that in snowboard. So here's Sven Thorgren making his 12th X Games appearance.
Backside 360 front 1 on that first rail. Then he went cap 3 onto the second rail. So very, very technical tricks up top. Cap 1260. Frontside triple, I'm guessing. Oh my goodness. So
to see Sven Thorgren back on his feet after taking a pretty big fall there on his first run there, Greg.
Love to see him coming down under his own steam. 100,000%.
Just put that foot on the gas.
He's wearing denim. And as you mentioned, it was snowing today, a little bit more moisture. The denim probably wouldn't hold up here today, however. I love it.
Craig, we all put our Jankos on one leg at a time. But when Rene puts his jeans on, he gets on X Games podiums.
I love that Miller flip to start things off. A little unconventional, but uses the rainbow rail, which we haven't seen anybody use yet today.
Rinnekangas, perhaps the award winner for having the most fun on a snowboard.
I had a lot of fun with that switchback to pole. I'll explain that a little bit later, but let's take a look at this. Followed by Gimbal God very closely. Oh, Okay, what has he got on the final jump? Coming in switch. We saw Marcus Cleveland go cab 18. Does René go cab 16? Full pull. Couple 16s.
So huge, Craig.
1440.
You think about, you know, there had been a few. Red Gerard, 21 years old, making his 7th X Games appearance. So good, Craig.
So good because of that unorthodox takeoff. Takes off on the rainbow rail. Gap lift to fake all the way across. That's a lot of real estate you gotta cover. And that switchback to pullback, are you kidding me? We just saw René do it. I think Red did it even better. So difficult. It's going back 16. Ooh. Backside 1440, but the way he came around in that last course.
Attention now to Mons Roisland. I feel like we say this every year, but here's Mons Roisland trying to add to his collection of 5 X Games medals.
Switch hard way back two out on that first gap to down bar. 50 back two. Transfer here. All right, coming to this first jump left before we go. He's got a really good switch backside rotation. Can he get to it? Yeah. This is what I was talking about. He's got a switch back 16. Get going. Grabbing switch tail on it too, which is a little unorthodox. You don't see
Course ablaze, and he's in the lead. We now tied with Jamie Anderson for the most medals in winter X history.
50-50 back to transfer 270 out, then a big up and over switch over two. Switch backside 270 right here. Doesn't pull it back. Keeps the rotation going, sending him up. Switch stance for this first to 3 pass. Switch back 16. No switch back 12 to start things off. 3.5 full rotation with a front triple. Say that for free. A little bit of hand drag on the landing, but still enough momentum for this third and final jump. I'm thinking back 16 Indy, and I'm thinking correct.
You know him. You know him well.
It's almost like I've known him his whole life.
And Little second place. And our defending gold medalist wasting no time. Dusty Henricksen dropping in.
Major bobble on that first rail, but his younger brother nicknamed Sleeper, but Dusty Henricksen just straight up sleeping on those 270s. Pulling it back. Wow, okay. Cab double 12, switch tail grab. Go back triple, yes! And no. I thought he had enough rotation, I thought he had enough whip, but like we saw with Sven Thorgren, that second jump on a
The only teenager here in Slope.
something so big and then come back and be so successful.
So Max currently sitting in 5th place.
Cab 2 lip, 2 out on that first rail. There's that back 450, 270 out a little bit early. Here's that backside 1260. This sets him up for his 216s on the final jumps. Here's the cab one. Takes off switch, lands regular, and then another hand drag. So struggling with that cab 16, as I think anybody would, but not with the front.
To take us down the course. Let's check this out.
Lap there.
So here's Darcy Sharp, run number 2. Sitting on the bottom of the ladder, but he'll make his move.
Cab 2, 450 out on that third and final rail. Here's the switchback 12. Yep. He's going to go front side triple, front side grab, get going. Yep. So that second jump took a lot of riders out. Darcy still base down. I didn't want to say anything because when he was in the air, he was rotating.
Minutes here on the, closing in on the 20-minute mark.
1440 is extremely difficult, but stalling, keeping the 1440 flat, not going off axis. A couple bobbles, you can kind of see the body language there when he comes off that second rail early. Back 2 out, so if he keeps it the same, this will be a cab 12. Now he knows. He knows.
You think you know a guy.
You think you know a guy. Well, he knows the bobbles on the rails negate anything he could possibly do.
Makes it way too high risk.
Yeah.
So this is one for the fans. Stale will.
Who I think, if he would have put down that cab 18 at the end there, would be sitting in first place. Ooh, front 50, front over 2, pulls it back. When I say pulls it back, the rotation he spins would lead you to believe he keeps spinning that way, but when you pull it back, you stop the rotation and go the other way. I love the technique double frontside rodeo off the toes. Back 16 sets up for this cab 18 he fell on in run 1. Oh! He needed more lift.
So Sven Thorgren is going to skip on the...
Here's this Miller flip. Boom.
Beauty.
Now this third rail is what I want you to watch. Back 2 in, 2 out. Watch this switch backside 270. Watch the way he holds his shoulders. Holds the shoulders, pull it back. So difficult, but you can see he came off a little bit early. Takes a look at his good friend. Stefan Gimbel. Gimbel God. Ooh, backside rodeo 7. So he obviously knows, like we saw from Stale Sandbech, with a bobble like that, you're not going to be in the conversation. So why risk anything? It's the beauty of the jam. We get a lot of more snowboarding than just like a 2-run or 3-run final. It could be 4 and 5.
About Red's first attempt, particularly on the
very similar to Marcus Cleveland with that quick beat and a beast of a gap. And I mean, that's what happens.
Here's Roisland. You know, everyone changes him out each year, but I think he's insistent on that Thug Life beanie, keeping it going.
Travels with it.
So under 15 minutes to ride with here on the Jeep Slopestyle course. Roisland sitting in 8th place.
I like his first 2 rails. That switch hard way back 2 out. Backside 1260 sets him up for the switchback 16. Fell on the last run, makes no mistake. Here. Oh, and you can see the takeoff. So, folks at home, this is extremely interesting. If you ride a culmination of this contest.
And you heard Mark say it in that profile. He's also currently tied with Sean White for all-time gold medals in this event.
On the male side of men's slopestyle snowboarding.
So Mark's sitting in that silver medal spot.
Switchback 2. So he did switchback 12. We know he's got a switchback 16. He goes for it. Yes! That is a very small jump to do a very large trick on. Frontside triple 1440.
Oh, come on.
Now he needs this back 16 Indy. Hold your breath. Regina, Saskatchewan, outbound. Come on out and play, because I think...
So Dusty Henricksen just saw all that go down, says, okay. The big one right now. Struggled right out of the gate.
And that's where he struggled in run 1 there, that very first rail. Ooh. The cap 2 pull, giving him a little bit of trouble there. And that front 2 pull, oh, just sleeping on him. Let's get a pulse check. Cap 12 double switch tail. He went down on the triple here, but makes no mistake. So cap 12 back 1440 needs something real substantial. Okay.
Max Parrot trying to put something down to get imps.
Unable to put it down the way he has wanted to thus far. Been solid up top. Cap 2 over 2 out in that front 2. It's 3 for 3 on the back 450, 270 out. So he needs to land this backside 12 very cleanly, which he does. To set up with this cab 16. He's landed every time, but he's had a major hand drag. Yet again. So that'll do it for Max Parrot. Brent, I just want to take a second to thank him.
We turn our attention now on the jumps. Can he put it together on this run through?
Ooh, all the way off. I also like how he doesn't 50-50 that up rail. He board slides up and makes it a little bit more difficult. That switch front blunt, same way 270 out on the C rainbow rail. Ooh, but there, and you can see the body language. He's not happy with that. It's not what he wanted. So he's gonna yoss this runaway. But that brings up a good point here, Brandon. Take a look at the clock. 9 minutes, 23 seconds left. He's the second rider of the field. The entirety of the field has to go, and then Max.
Fist bumps, chest bumps, and hugs. It's a great day to have a great day.
A lot of high fives, a lot of smiles out there today. So here's Sandbech sitting in that bronze medal spot. Can he knock on Rene's door?
I think he can. I think he. Oh, he is switching it up here. No, it's not. Cat 1260. I thought maybe he was going to go for a Cat 14, something like that. Here's the Cat 12 front 14 right here. And then the revert, throw it away, get rid of it, don't look at it.
So tough to have to punt right before that last jump. Last night's winner of the gold knuckle, Mark Weaver. It's crazy, Craig, that he's actually in 7th place because we know what the potential of this run looks like.
If he could put down what he wants to put down, especially that Cat 1800 on the final jump, he will definitely be in that podium conversation here. Watch this off the toes. Constantly that backhand around the outside back leg. Arches the back, so solid. Back 16, 20, yeah. Here's the Cat 18. He struggled with all day. Gets the pop. Gets too much pop. So the last run we saw from Marcus Cleveland didn't have the lift, didn't generate, not enough pop, not enough pop. Here, almost too much pop, too much sauce.
It's so easy to get lost in the sauce.
It is so easy to get lost in the sauce, and you could see here he was a little bit lost because I don't think it's possible, but he could have over-rotated a Cat 1800.
And look who's back. Boy, it makes me smile. It's ideal.
Doesn't look to be affected. Backside 360 in, pretzels the body with the front one out of that first rail. And nollie back tail, same way out. So we saw Sven Thorgren once today, and that was a very violent crash on the second jump, which is right now. He goes front triple again. Makes no mistake, that is what you do. You get bucked off the horse, you get back on. Triple backside rodeo without the 180. That was just a triple backflip melon. Just on the man in denim, the man with the plan. Rinnekangas. He's got 3 for 3 on that Miller flip. One of my favorite tricks to do, honestly. Can he get the switchback to pull better than he has done? He doesn't pull it back, but it's a completed switchback inside 270, which sometimes is better. Switch double backside rodeo, switch tail grab, the air awareness to come out of it, put it down. Front 1440 grabs melon on that. Full switch up from what we've seen. Back 16, tries a backside 1800 and doesn't put it down.
So here is Gerard, 21 years old.
Good Midwestern boy. Here's that gap lip that gave him trouble last run. No mistakes here in his third run. Couple arm circles on that second rail, but watch this switchback too. Bring it back. Yeah, you did. Probably one of the best at that switchback two pullback. Frontside 1440. That was a little piece of wizardry to get down around that. Wow. Backside 1616 setting up for switchback 1616. Yes.
Yup.
Judd's hyped up. Luke Winkleman's hyped up. Marcus is hyped up there.
Something to keep an eye on here. So 4:31 on the clock. Here's Mons Roisland still trying to put down a full pool, Krager.
Slightly uncharacteristic for Mons, because I always feel like he kind of gets one out of the way, you know? Is that right now? We'll have to wait and see. Back 12. That sets him up for the switch backside rotation. But this switch back rotation has been giving him a little bit of trouble here. Ladder switched up the grab, so that might be giving him a little bit of trouble.
So here's Sparky, under 40, just down it, but no, Mark Mcmorris dropping in. He is our current leader.
Switch the same way. The only thing I think he could clean up from his previous run was the switchback 16. Had to fight to get it around. Needs all the MPH here. Much cleaner. See, he cleaned that up. Clean that up. And I don't think you can do a back 16 cleaner than he did last run, but I want to be proven wrong.
This crowd here at Buttermilk was about...
Look, we have our last rider here, Brando.
Yes, so inevitably each of these riders should get one more run. And that makes us all finish rounds.
The cab 2 pull back. Watch this front 2. Yeah, that's about as good as you can do it. It should be in a textbook somewhere. Switchback 10, so switching things up. Cab 12 double here. I don't think this is going to improve where Dusty is sitting, but that's a really crazy front flip.
So the Mammoth Lakes native are defending
Here.
So Max Parrot sitting in 6th place. He's got the rail section on lockdown, Craig, and then I say that.
That's okay, comes off a little bit early. Not a major issue, but an issue nonetheless.
But it's been the jump section, shockingly, really, when you think about his big air prowess, that has given Max trouble today.
Totally, and what everyone at home has to remember is, hey, why aren't these people putting it down in these 4 runs? These are the hardest tricks you could possibly do on a snowboard. A cab triple 1620, that is so difficult. Lands on the heels again. Frontside triple 16, front side triple 18 under. That's a lot of degrees of rotation. That is 5 full. Board slide, switch up, switch front board, 270 out. That sets him up, switch for that switch front board, front blunt, if you will. That's another conversation, 270 out. Switchback 12. That was a very gangster landing. Frontside triple, 1440, yep. Darcy Sharp, do it for the reply, guys. Triple 1440, Darcy Sharp. You can hear that scream probably all the way in Comox, BC, because he is...
So Ståle Sandbech, who was in podium position for most of this contest, now finds himself in 5th place.
Oh, how the tables have turned. Switch board slide, switch up to front side board slide. Now we saw Ståle struggle with that flat 1440 on the second jump. Uses this cab 1260 to set himself up for that. No issues on run 4. Need something major here. I'm thinking back 16. Okay. Norway stand up. Ståle Sand.
So here's Marcus Cleveland, sitting in 8th place, still before, but it's going to need something huge right here, right now.
I love that 50-50 over 270, pulls it back, sets himself up switch for this 3rd final rail. Cat 2 in, 2 out. Off the toes. Oh, that was really flippy. Okay, so back 16. Yeah. Sets him up for this cab 18. Went way too big last time. Note the speed check right there. Smart. Get going. Okay.
Upping the yard on his final run.
That was wild. It does have a 16 to an 18. Yes, it does.
We have a new leader. Marcus Cleveland taking up with him. So to see him put the work in and deliver when it's Mark Mcmorris and Rinnekangas still have their final runs to go as well. But here's Thorgren.
You are just joining us or haven't seen the previous run. Thorgren took a very hard hit in his first run on the second jump, skipped his second run, came back in his third, and put on a show. Run 4, I think it'll be more of the same. Here's where he went down really hard. That frontside triple 1440, so difficult, so blind. Ooh, what about that?
So the guy he just bumped out of medal position is about to drop in now.
Rinnekangas. He's got the 1620s. He's got the technical rail game. But when it's in the final, perfection is demanded. Switchback 2 keeps going. In runs 1 and 2, he tried to pull that back. Here he does not, setting him up for the switch, double back rodeo, grabbing tail, switch tail hard wheel. Frontside 1440 grabs Melon, keeps it flat. Needs back 18. Back 19.
Wait, the math checks out. The math checks out.
That is the first time we've ever seen that at the X Games. That is a lot of rotate. Absolutely Peter tricks. I think that the judges took a little bit, so there was definitely some things he could clean up. We'll see if he does that here. Switchback 2. That was perfect. You can't do it better than that. Switchback 2, pull back. Frontside 1440. Backside 1620.
Okay.
Switchback 16. Yes!
Yep. So here's Mons Roisland.
Switch hard way back to 2 out. Comes off maybe a foot early. Cleans it up on rail 2. He struggled with the second jump all day long. A little bit of sketch landing on that, but there it is. He switched up his grab there. That is what we're used to seeing him do on that switch backside rotation. And a frontside 1440, so a couple bobbles, but a full pull nonetheless.
That's a morale boost. At least a medal in this, so he reclaims the all-time Winter X medal lead, but he sure would like to end up with the gold, wouldn't he?
One thing in the windshield right now, and that's to get to the bottom cleanly. Switchback 270, puts it right between the feet. Solid up top. Switchback triple. Yep, so well done.
Coming into the next jump with the
Frontside triple. Does he go back 16 triple or does he go back one? Back 16, perfect.
You can't do it any better.
Can't do it any better. He's already pulled over. He can't pull
To that crown position. It does! Mark Mcmorris reclaims that gold medal spot! Henricksen will be the last rider to drop in. But what Mcmorris? Can Dusty Henricksen jump up into the podium?
He could jump up into the fashion conversation because he's just straight up wearing a t-shirt. To be honest with you, it's not that warm out today, but it's got a lot of adrenaline. It's got a lot of steez on that frontside 2 pull. Switch backside 1260, loses it, and with that, Brando with that.
A look at our podium, Mark Mcmorris on his final attempt, able to overthrow Marcus Cleveland and take the top spot, and Sven Thorgren getting back and earning a bronze. Let's pass it down to DC, who's